Hi everybody, welcome to Jake Showcase. I do videos on Wednesdays. Today, I'm going to tell you about my Valentine's disaster and why I don't really like Valentine's Day. You're saying, like, why would you not like Valentine's Day? Everybody loves Valentine's Day. Well, I have to be honest with you, it started when I was really little. I'm the oldest of 7, and between my mother and my 5 younger sisters, Valentine's Day was always a big time for getting chocolate, love, happy, this and that. But for me, it's a little bit different. You see, guys and girls go to approach Valentine's Day a little bit differently. Girls and women absolutely love Valentine's Day because they get to sort of be treated extra nice. But guys, they got to put themselves out in the line a lot to sort of, try to court their lady. My story goes way back. We're talking way back. We're talking to grade 2. That's right. Grade 2 was when I had my epic Valentine's disaster. Like, Jake, come on now. Valentine's Day in grade 2, like, really? Does it really make a big difference? Well, in a way, I feel like it did. In grade 2, I had a mad crush on a little girl named Melissa, who was in my class. She was short, she had short hair, and she was extremely cute. She was really mouthy too, but I found even her mouthiness to be cute. Me, as I've said before, I was the smallest guy in the entire country at this time. So I was very small. And Melissa, even though she was bigger than me, she was the shortest girl in the class, so it was sort of the closest match. She was of Scottish, Irish ancestry like I was, and so I really found her to be sharp, witty, funny, and really cute. I have to say, she wasn't all that nice to me, but she was sort of nice to me and sort of wasn't. I wasn't really sure if she liked me or not, but I thought in Valentine's Day I'm going to sort of take the plunge. In elementary school, Valentine's Day is sort of done special. Everybody's allowed to give out their Valentines and their treats, usually at a certain time, so you get to find who's got a crush on you and who doesn't. Instead of the classic card and the chocolate, I decided I wanted to go that extra step, and I wanted to bring her something a little bit extra special to sort of make me stand out. For days before, there was me thinking about how can I really impress Melissa. After paying attention and listening to all the girls that in my house, I knew that flowers would be the secret. A flower is the way to a woman's heart. On my way to school on Valentine's Day that day, I was all set. I had my card, I had my chocolate, but I actually didn't have any flowers. I didn't know what to do. I grew up kind of poor, and I really didn't have any money to buy any flowers. And at grade 2, I really didn't have any money to buy any flowers. And so I thought, well, maybe I could pick a flower. Now, on my street, on the way to school, there was this big bush that had really nice honeysuckles. And if you don't know what a honeysuckle bush is, it's a big bush that has a white flower on it. And the neat thing about a honeysuckle is that when you pick off the branches, you can actually pick off the flower, and on the back of it, if you suck on it, it actually tastes sweet like honey. I knew it wasn't classic, I knew it was different, but I thought that again would make me special. Get her a bunch of flowers from the honeysuckle bush, which happened to be my favorite. Seriously, flowers that were sweet like candy? What kid wouldn't like honeysuckles? On the day, I brought in my big thing of flowers. I picked a whole bunch of flowers, right? And I brought my card and I brought my chocolate, and I was ready to go to school that day. I didn't want Melissa to see it until it was time to give out the Valentines. So what I decided to do was that I had to be kind of sneaky, and I kind of had to hide it. The plan was to bring it into my desk and hide it in my desk, and then basically when it was recess time, what I would do is then put it over there, sort of like do it kind of smoothly. In grade 2, all the desks have sort of like an opening in it, so you have to sort of cram in these. I had to cram in the flowers, and the way we were sitting was sort of side to side, from the front where the teacher is to the back. Everybody was kind of sideways, and I had my honeysuckles in there, and I had my card, and I had my chocolate ready to go. Before it became time for Valentine's to be sort of exchanged, who came in but the principal of the school? The principal of the school's name was Mr. DeSalis, and Mr. DeSalis really liked me. He was a big fan of me, and I was a big fan of him. The teacher liked me a lot too, and he had some sort of important announcement to make, or he had to sort of just go around and say hi to all the kids on Valentine's Day. For whatever reason, when he was up there making his speech, he happened to notice on the side of my desk my white honeysuckle sort of popping out of the side of my desk. In front of the whole class, Mr. DeSalis said to me, he said, "Hey, Jake, what's that in your desk?" I was so embarrassed. I was like, Well, it's some flowers. It bigs my flowers, eh? Who are they for? This is in front of the entire class in the second grade. You don't understand how second graders are thinking. Everybody's looking at me and they want to know why Jake has flowers, which is highly unusual, inside of his desk, which is even higher unusual. Sitting there nervous, trying to think fast. Well, why do I have these flowers in my desk? Why? And you know what I do? This is what I do. I say it's because I like to eat them. And I start picking the honeysuckles off of the branches and start to eat them right there in the class. Everybody starts laughing at me. True, I actually sort of did like eating the honeysuckle part, but just the way it was, everybody's laughing at me and pointing at me, and I was the big joke, me in this honeysuckles in my desk. It didn't end there. You see, because then it was recess time, and this is where my plan was supposed to go into action. I made some excuse to be the last one out of the classroom, and I decided to bring my bunch of honeysuckles over and place it into her desk. The only problem is that they were half eaten. Instead of a nice bunch of honeysuckles, I only had sort of like this sort of mishmash sort of honeysuckle mess with half the honeysuckles there and half of them not there. And I tried to make it look good, but you know, it was half eaten. I was trying to cover myself from such embarrassment, but I still wanted to tell Melissa how much I cared about her. I was completely nervous. I don't even know if I went outside for recess that time, but when recess ended, everybody came back into class, and there she was. I sat quietly over at my desk, just taking a glance over every once in a while to see what happened. Of course, she found these flowers, and she started looking at them, kind of strangely, turning them side to side, looking at the chocolate. She opened the card and looked at it, and then she looked up at me. Gave me such a look, such a grossed out look. She looked at me, she looked at the card, she looked at me again, and she took the honeysuckles and brought it over to the garbage can and slammed them into the garbage can. Slammed my flowers, my chocolate, and my card all into the garbage can, and my heart was absolutely crushed. I couldn't believe it. All my thought, all my energy, all my effort, and there she was. She crushing my thing by throwing my honeysuckles, chocolate, and card into the garbage can. You can't know how sad at grade 2 it felt that day. I could barely think about anything else the rest of the day, and I couldn't wait for that day to be over. It was so sad and so hard for me to have that pain of her rejecting me right there in the garbage can in front of the whole class. And I guess that's basically why I don't really like Valentine's Day. Do you blame me? As time moves on, you gotta sort of move beyond these things. But I can't help but think that instance, that throwaway was the reason that I do not really look forward to or enjoy Valentine's Day. It's just too heart-wrenching. For anybody out there who agrees with me and has a hard time during Valentine's Day, know that I'm there with you. Valentine's Day can be very tough for people who have a hard time with relationships. Remember, in one way, it's just another day. It would be nice to have a good Valentine too. Thanks for watching Jake Showcase, everybody. Don't forget to like my video below and subscribe to my channel up above. I do my videos on Wednesdays. I hope you have a wonderful day.